Hey everyone, welcome back to AB Florida Gardening. It is April right now, and in Florida the heat is going to start coming in soon. We still have a few cool nights, whatever you consider cool. We're considering that 60s, and my cabbage is still surviving and growing a little bit, but I have to start thinking about what plants will I now start sowing that are going to be able to take the heat that's going to be rolling in here in the next couple of weeks. So I figured I'd take you along in case you also garden in Florida or in a warmer climate, and we go over some of the things that I will start seeds for. I've already direct sown some carrots. I direct sowed parsnips and some collard greens, which I love collard greens. And so those are direct sown in the raised beds. And today I'm going to do some seedling starting. So let me take a look here. By the way, this guy right here, I know I put up a short, this is a really good system to sort your seeds. I can sort them by type, by temperatures, by month. So it's a really good tool, and I got it on sale. Normally they run about $50, but I got it for like 15. So peppers is the first thing. Peppers do really well in the hot climate, and I think I'm gonna do a few varieties. Let me see, some hot ones I think would be nice. So I'm gonna do this New Mexico pepper, which is hot. Then I'm gonna start some, I've got two New Mexico peppers. Which one I'm gonna take? I wanna take the variety pack. And then I got jalapenos. What else? Which ones look? Ooh, Thai chili. I think I'm gonna do some Thai chili. This is from San Diego Seed Company, and in case you don't know, they garden in California, so it's not humid, but they are specifically growing plants that do well in zone 9 through 10. So this is a good place to buy some. And I think I'm gonna do some cayenne. So this is gonna be a good mix for salsa. And let's see what else. What else is really good in Florida is collard greens, but I said I already started those. I might do a little bit of spinach and a little bit more kale, because I started those directly in the ground in my raised beds, but they're just not really taking off. So what else? Oh, corn. Corn does really well, provided you don't get bugs on it. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do some eggplants and some okra. Okra does really well here. And for the first time, I'm gonna try some tomatillos to make some green sauce and some artichokes. Artichokes actually become a perennial, so that will be nice. It will also look good, you know. The flowers are beautiful if you don't eat them. So that will be it. I'm gonna write my labels out, and then I will set up some seed trays and get started. The only one thing that's left to do is label everything. And I'm using the red ones because it kind of like the different colors that you can get, it kind of indicates to me what time and for what temperature they are. So I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna do that before I sow it out. It just seems to work better for me to have it all written out and sorted, because I often forget to label things. I don't know if you're the same, but that's something that I commonly do, and then I don't know what the seedling is, you know? So I catch myself doing that all the time. So today, pre-label everything and then put them in the soil. All right, let's go.
Oh, before I forget, while I'm busy writing here, why don't you click that little subscribe button and that little bell notification? That will help the channel and the information to get out there and be shared. Thank you for that. And in the comment section, let me know content that you would like me to create and expand on. So I have already recorded a video on how to prepare your soil to get it ready for the seed starting, and I'm going to link that right here so you can look at that in detail. And just the gist of it is, this is seed starting mix. I'm using this Espoma mix. I've also used Dollar Tree. Everything works as long as it's a nice loose soil. Last time around, I was a little lazy when it comes to transplanting them from a small, tiny container into larger ones. So this time, I'm just going to skip that step altogether. I had these containers left from buying some plants at the rock store, and I'm just going to use these as my seed starting trays. Benefit, it's free. So I am pre-moisturing the soil simply because that way when I water in the seeds, I'm not dislodging them because the soil's already wet. So this is exactly how you want it. Pretty simple. You can also, of course, make your own. If you have some compost or some other leftover soil, make sure you put some perlite in or something that keeps it well draining. Right, that's it. I'm going to wash my hands and then we can open up the seeds and get them in here. Alright, so let's start. I'm going to do spinach in here. Spinach is a very small seed and you really don't have to put it very deep. I do 2 per cell. Just covering it slightly. Right, spinach is done. So for eggplant, I'm only going to do like 3 cells. I'll try start 3 plants. This is what the seeds look like. So it says soil temperature should be 60 to 85, growing depth 1/4 inch, full final planting space is 24 inches, so that's when I transplanted, and then it needs full sun in about 7 to 14 days of germination. And these look like tomato seeds, but super tiny. Again, I'm doing 2 per cell. Alright, for okra, I'm actually going to do a whole setup. And if you look at the size of these seeds, you'll notice that they're much bigger. And so it goes, really the size of the seed basically determines how deep you're going to plant it. So these will go a little bit deeper. I'm again doing 2. I always want to give myself an extra to account for germination. Worst case, I'll thin them out later. Next one. Next one is artichoke, and I'm gonna mix that with the kale, because I want to grow a lot of kale. And I'm gonna use a big tray for that. Kale seeds look a little bit like mustard seeds. They're round and really rolly. And gently cover them. And now for the artichokes. Artichokes take about 10 to 20 days to germinate. You put them in about a 1/4 inch depth. The seeds look really big, kind of unique looking. Now they do become perennials here, so I'm gonna give it a shot and do 2 per cell. That gives me like another 5 or 6 in this package in case something doesn't work out. Is done too. Now the next one is going to be the pepper tray. I'm going to do all the different peppers in here. Pepper seeds almost all look the same. This is the jalapeno. Done. And the last thing I'm going to do is the corn. Now corn is big, and therefore you plant them a little deeper. So we're going to go with a half inch depth. And I'm doing again 2 per cell. Alright. Now they're gonna get watered in. A tray's put underneath, and that's it. And we're just gonna watch them and see what they'll do. Alright, that's it. Now the pepper plants, if it gets too cold, I'm gonna bring them inside overnight. I am so glad that you were here. Thanks for sharing this with me, and I see you back soon.